The question that breaks every founder that I've asked it too. And the reason this is important, it's my 3 a.m. test question that I usually use when I get into organizations. And it is important because I want to ask you the same question and I want you to actually answer it. Not the kind of answer you'd give your board members and or, the kind of in an official way. But I want you to actually answer it genuinely and honestly. I want the honest version. What would happen if you disappeared tomorrow? And you disappeared, no phone, no email, no contact, nothing. You're unreachable and you go away for 2 weeks. What would happen to your team? What would happen to your company? Now, I'm hoping you're not thinking of telling me what you hope would happen or what the organization chart says would happen, i.e. I've got people who might be able to do certain things, I've got HR, I've got finance, no. What do you know would actually really happen in real life? And I'll tell you why I ask you this question. 19 years, executive council across the world. And one of the things that I've always gone against is something called the CEO drug. And every time I discover what it is, I always have a mission that at the end of every strategic intervention, as an operator working alongside founders and CEOs, one of the goals I set is that they can take 2 weeks out and unplug completely and this is a difference, okay? Because I know that people out there will say, oh yeah, I can go and unplug and come back and there might be a few fires here and there. No. The criteria for what we do with the RISE method is that when you return, things are better. That's right. There are new innovations, there are certain things that have happened, there are certain amazing innovations that have happened because you took time away. Now I even take it further and I say take your top team and take them away for a week. If you can manage to do that, and when you come back things are better, then you have created what we call a valuable organization. One that you're going to have joy working in, one that is going to give you that feeling of, yeah, I have created something amazing. Now, if you cannot, then obviously you know that you have a job, you've just created a job with a different title, okay? Because every time I ask operators and or CEOs and owners, the answer to that tells me what your company is really about. It tells me the health of your organization. That's it. Okay? And the answer most founders give me privately or honestly is not the one that they want their investors to know. No. They will go and say, you know what? I think by day 5 things might just get a little cranky. So I might need to come back. And here's why this is important. If your company runs cleanly without you, where decisions get made without you, where clients don't even notice you're not around, where the team is fine and is just firing and is eager to impress you and show you that they've grown and they can do things, then you've built something beautiful, something genuinely valuable. But there's very few founders who are at that level. Something that scales is always got that as an attribute, which means that people are going to pay, they're not paying you, they're paying for the business and the long-term effects of that business. Something that you know that if you stepped away, it would run even better. Now, if your answers to that question involve things would start to slip and I would get calls and or there would be emergencies, then you obviously haven't built a company. It is just an extraordinary expensive job which you just happen to lead and you just happen to be the person in charge. And this is the cruel irony of all this thing. Usually founders are going to be that you're the most capable person, you're an excellent judger of things, you have created some amazing trusted relationships, and you see things much more clearly than most of your team. We will talk about why that is in terms of what you're attracting. And the worse this problem tends to be is because the CEO is actually brilliant at what they do, the founder is actually brilliant, but the structure underneath them, the system underneath them is not working well, hasn't been built properly. So basically, your brilliance becomes your ceiling. Because you're so good at certain things, everything stops with you. Therefore, the company cannot be sold at the value that, I was talking to a gentleman recently, and he said to me that it could lose you almost 30% of the valuation of your company simply because you are the drug. Now, if you're a great founder and you understand what it means to run a company and build a vanguard, then you're the kind of leader that everybody respects, but you're also the kind of leader that is going to attract the kind of people who want to invest in something that you have built, So the question to you right now would be, what would it take for you to be that kind of person where when you leave, nothing changes? What would it take? Because the leaders I most respect, and I've been in rooms with some exceptional ones across the world, they are the ones who have built those companies which are self-reliant, where they have focused on bringing in the right people, building a great bench, most importantly, giving them the ability to make decisions and having them to go away and think strategically. The more time you have to think, the more clarity you have, you get, the better decisions you make, the more your company grows. It is not a culture problem, it's not a structure problem, it's a decision problem. And if that is the case, then you have got to make the decision to undo all that so that you can have the kind of organization that can survive without you regardless. Now, that is what I've spent most of my life doing, helping founders build. And if you want to be honest and you want to ask yourself the question, and you want to get the answers, most importantly, you want to solve that problem, guess what? Take the CEO diagnostic tool down here. It's in the link. 7 minutes. You're going to know exactly where your drug is. You're going to know exactly what it's costing you, and it will tell you what you need to solve. And if that makes sense to you, let's be friends. Take that diagnostic and let's talk thereafter. And if you are honest about it, you will be relieved to know that in less than 3 months, you would begin to build something that is amazing. So take it, and let's see you on the other side. In the meantime, remember, the 3 a.m. question is real, and you better be ready to answer it congruently. And if you're the kind of person who can answer it congruently, and you're the kind of person who can go away for 2-3 weeks and your company just gets better, then you've gotten to that stage where you're making real difference, you're making an impact, and you have the freedom to walk away with a big paycheck if you decide. Most importantly, I want to encourage you that as you build this amazing organization, bring somebody else along with you. Build an amazing team and make a real difference so that together we can all make a difference in this world. Until next time.